Welcome to Love the Environment. In this video, let we see about marine pollution and awareness of marine pollution. First, we will discuss about what is mean by marine pollution. Marine pollution occurs when harmful effects result from the entry into the ocean of chemicals, particles, industrial, agricultural and residential waste, noise, or the spread of invasive organisms. 80% of marine pollution comes from land. Air pollution is also a contributing factor by carrying off iron, carbonic acid, nitrogen, silicon, sulfur, pesticides or dust particles into the ocean. Land and air pollution have proven to be harmful to marine life and its habitats. The pollution often comes from non-point sources such as agricultural runoff, wind-blown debris, and dust. Pollution in large bodies of water can be aggravated by physical phenomena like the biological effects of Langmuir circulation. Nutrient pollution, a form of water pollution, refers to contamination by excessive inputs of nutrients. It is a primary cause of eutrophication of surface waters, in which excess nutrients, usually nitrates or phosphates, stimulate algae growth. Many potentially toxic chemicals adhere to tiny particles which are then taken up by plankton and benthic animals, most of which are either deposit feeders or filter feeders. In this way, the toxins are concentrated upward within ocean food chains. Many particles combine chemically in a manner highly depletive of oxygen, causing estuaries to become anoxic. Next, we will discuss about what are the main source of marine pollution. 80% of pollution to the marine environment comes from the land. One of the biggest sources is called non-point source pollution, which occurs as a result of runoff. Non-point source pollution includes many small sources, like septic tanks, cars, trucks, and boats, plus larger sources, such as farms, ranches, and forest areas. Millions of motor vehicle engines drop small amounts of oil each day onto roads and parking lots. Much of this, too, makes its way to the sea. Some water pollution actually starts as air pollution, which settles into waterways and oceans. Dirt can be a pollutant. Topsoil or silt from fields or construction sites can run off into waterways, harming fish and wildlife habitats. Non-point source pollution can make river and ocean water unsafe for humans and wildlife. In some areas, this pollution is so bad that it causes beaches to be closed after rainstorms. More than 1/3 of the shellfish-growing waters of the United States are adversely affected by coastal pollution. Correcting the harmful effects of non-point source pollution is costly. Each year, millions of dollars are spent to restore and protect areas damaged or endangered by non-point source pollutants. NOAA works with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Agriculture, and other federal and state agencies to develop ways to control non-point source pollution. These agencies work together to monitor, assess, and limit non-point source pollution that may result naturally and by human actions. NOAA's Coastal Zone Management Program is helping to create special non-point source pollution control plans for each coastal state participating in the program. When non-point source pollution does cause problems, NOAA scientists help track down the exact causes and find solutions. Next, we will discuss about what are the effects of marine pollution. Effect of toxic wastes in marine. Disruption to the cycle of coral reefs. Depletes oxygen content in water. Failure in reproductive system of sea animal. Effects of food chain. Effect of toxic wastes in marine. The oil spill is dangerous to marine life in several ways. The oil spilled in the ocean could get onto the gills and feathers of marine animals, which makes it difficult for them to move or fly properly or feed their children. The long-term effect on marine life can include cancer, failure in the reproductive system, behavioral changes, and even death. The second one is disruption to the cycle of coral reefs. Oil spill floats on the surface of the water and prevents sunlight from reaching to marine plants and affects the process of photosynthesis. Skin irritation, eye irritation, lung and liver problems can impact marine life over a long period of time. The third one is depletes oxygen content in water. Most of the debris in the ocean does not decompose and remain in the ocean for years. It uses oxygen as it degrades. As a result of this, oxygen levels go down. When oxygen levels go down, the chances of survival of marine animals like whales, turtles, sharks, dolphins, penguins for a long time also goes down. The fourth one is failure in the reproductive system of sea animals. Industrial and agricultural wastes include various poisonous chemicals that are considered hazardous for marine life. Chemicals from pesticides can accumulate in the fatty tissue of animals, leading to failure in their reproductive system. The fifth one is effect on food chain. Chemicals used in industries and agriculture get washed into the rivers and from there are carried into the oceans. These chemicals do not get dissolved and sink at the bottom of the ocean. Small animals ingest these chemicals and are later eaten by large animals, which then affects the whole food chain. Let me finally discuss what are the steps to reduce marine pollution. And reduce your use of single-use plastics. Recycle properly. Participate in or organize a beach or river cleanup. Support bans of plastics. Avoid products containing microbeads. Create awareness about marine pollution. Support organizations addressing plastic pollution.